Hey there everybody, this is Jason the Cartoon Fan. I'm filming this particular video in my backyard rather than my usual location of my room because my house recently got cleaned up, like the floors were shampooed, and so my carpet in my room is too wet right now for me to film the video in my room. So I chose the backyard as my filming location because not only does it look really nice right now, but also because there isn't really that much outside noise or anything like that than there would be if I filmed somewhere else, like in someone else's room or like in the front yard or something like that. So, yeah. I'm also doing this unscripted again, and this isn't actually one of the 10 videos I said that I would be making in my previous channel update. It's just another random pickup video. I got quite a few DVD releases, as well as 3 Blu-rays. Some of them I got I got the Blu-rays at Walmart, and some of the DVDs I purchased at that same swap meet in Sonora that I've told you about in some of my previous videos. Link to those videos will be in the description for those who haven't checked them out. And I've got the rest of the DVDs at a garage sale that was near my house. So, without further ado, let's take a look at everything that I got. This bag here has all the DVDs that I purchased. Starting with Osmosis Jones. I think that this is a pretty good movie despite the rampant amount of gross out present in it, and I've wanted to own it on disc for quite a while now, but I didn't get around to it until, well, this past Saturday, September 19th, which is also the day I got all these other titles. Alright, I guess I'll just have to move the tripod a little bit so you can see it better. Well, it's not the most ideal filming location, but I guess it'll do. Anyways, front, spine, and the back. And here is the disc with some pretty nice looking full color artwork. Next, I have Wubbzy. This was one of my childhood favorite shows on Nick Jr., so I'm definitely happy I was able to find these 2 DVD releases. Unfortunately, Wubbzy doesn't have proper season DVD releases, just compilation discs, but I'm not really surprised about that since most Nick Jr. shows don't have proper season releases. I think Gola Gola Island and Wonder Pets are the only 2 Nick Jr. shows that ever got proper season DVDs. Oh wait, I take that back. Wubbzy does have season DVD releases, but only in Australia. So, yeah. So, the first Wubbzy DVD that I got is called Fly Us to the Moon. Front, spine, and the back. And the desk. Pretty nice looking artwork, but unfortunately, but not surprisingly, we have an EcoBox case situation. The second DVD for Wubbzy I got is called Wubbzy Goes Green. As you could tell from the little stickers that are all around the package, this was previously a library copy, but it was discarded and put on sale at that swap meet, I should say. But anyways, front, spine, and the back.
Need help with that thing, Jason?
No, Dad, I got it.
Alright, cool. Have fun.
That's my dad there. Anyways, here is the disc. Pretty nice looking artwork. Once again, EcoBox case. Okay, I think this looks like a better place to film this video at. Next off, I have the Smurfs. Smurfs to the rescue. I absolutely love this cartoon, but I really wish that they would make more DVDs of that. Only seasons 1 and 2 have been given proper volume releases. All the other seasons, I believe there were 9, there were 9 seasons, so like the remaining 7 seasons haven't been given proper DVD releases yet. But anyways, front, spine, and the back. And here is the desk. It's a little bit generic looking, but there is different artwork on it, so that's cool. Another EcoBox case, unfortunately, but not surprisingly. Alright, I think that this is going to be the location I'm going to be filming this video at for the remainder of the video. Alright. Now, here are 2 DVD releases I got for the Winnie the Pooh franchise. Starting with the movie that started it all, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is the 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition. I'm a big fan of classic Winnie the Pooh, and when I say classic, I mean the original film, New Adventures, and the Tigger movie. I personally think the franchise went severely downhill after that point, because Disney decided to take it and make it exclusively a preschool franchise, watering down the characters and the stories and whatnot, beginning with, I believe it was My Friends Tigger and Pooh on Playhouse Disney that started this trend, but, you know, at least the Winnie the Pooh material that we did get have been given proper releases. So, this is a really cool DVD to have because the movie is in its original 4:3 aspect ratio on here, while it's sadly cropped to widescreen on Disney+. Front, spine, and the back. And here is the desk, with a very bizarre looking holder, but also some really nice looking full color artwork, before Disney began using boring looking gray discs on their DVDs and boring looking blue discs on their Blu-rays. THX certified. I think this DVD originally came with an insert, but I don't know for sure. Alright, the second of the 2 Winnie the Pooh films that I got was the Tigger movie. This movie was one of my nostalgia films. I had it on VHS, and I loved it very, very much. This is the original 2000 DVD release of the movie. It also got a 10th anniversary collector's edition in 2010, which I probably should get sometime in the future because it has 2 episodes of the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh included as a bonus feature. But I'm okay with having this original release for right now because the artwork that's on the front cover is the same artwork that was used for the VHS, minus the fact that it obviously now has the Disney DVD logo on the bottom right corner. Front, spine, and the back. You can tell that this is a really old DVD release because it's one of the special features is having the full color artwork on the disc, which is actually kind of a bit amusing now since Disney normally uses gray or white labels on their DVDs nowadays. They weren't lying. Here's the full color artwork on the DVD. And look, there's an insert. I got this at a garage sale, and I'm guessing that the previous owner was somebody whose last name was Rodriguez, because there's this little sticker right here with Bolt on it. Here's the insert for those who wanted a better look at it. You know what's another thing that I'm really nostalgic for? Playhouse Disney. Yeah, I know, I bashed my friends Tigger and Pooh earlier in the video, but I still really enjoyed Playhouse Disney as a little kid. And there are still a couple of shows from the block that I'm really nostalgic for and want to own on DVD now. Such as these shows: Roly Poly Oly, Stanley, and Bear in the Big Blue House. Bear in the Big Blue House will always be the best Playhouse Disney show. There is no argument over that. I loved all three of these shows as a little kid, watching the OG Playhouse Disney. I was born in 2002, and these shows were still airing reruns when I started watching Playhouse Disney around 2004-ish. So, yeah, I did grow up with these shows, and I'm really happy to own each of these shows on DVD, because unfortunately, none of them are on Disney Plus. I mean, there's probably some rights issues for Roly Poly Oly, since Disney co-produced that show with the Canadian animation studio Nelvana. You can see their logo on the top left corner. And the Roly Poly Oly DVD wasn't actually distributed by Disney themselves, but rather this company called Kaboom, who distributed a lot of the DVD releases of Nelvana shows back in, like, the mid-2000s, if I remember correctly. The other two DVDs are from Disney themselves, though. Though Bear in the Big Blue House had a few DVD releases that were put out by Sony, because those were released before Disney purchased the Muppets, and by extension the Bear in the Big Blue House characters in 2004. You can see in this legal information right here that it says Bear in the Big Blue House, and its characters and logo are trademarks of the Muppets Holding Company, which is the company in charge of producing new Muppet productions ever since Disney bought the Muppets in 2004. But anyways, enough talk. Let's take a look at each of these DVDs. Starting with Roly Poly Oly, A Day at the Beach, which has 6 stories. Roly Poly Oly's episodes were split into 3 7-minute shorts, so this DVD only really has 2 22-minute long episodes, which is a bit of a bummer, but hey, this was a budget title, so what did you expect? Oh, I forgot to mention that this is the front, this is the spine. And here is the back. And here's the disc. Surprisingly, this DVD is not in an EcoBox case. Alright, next off, I have Stanley, Spring Fever. Front, spine, and the back. And here is the disc. Just like with that second Wow Wow Wubbzy DVD I had, this was previously a library copy, which explains all the stickers that are all over the package and the disc. Last, but definitely not least, quite the opposite in fact, Bear in the Big Blue House, storytelling with Bear. Man, I absolutely love this show, even to this very day. It's a shame that it's not on Disney Plus, even though Disney fully owns that. Roly Poly Oly, like I mentioned earlier, was a co-production, so I think Nelvana has the full rights now, but The other two shows Disney fully owns, so there's no reason for them not to be on Disney Plus. Front, spine, and the back. And here is the disc. Once again, another former library copy, just like the Stanley DVD. Next off, I'm going to show you two double feature packs from Universal that I got for surprisingly only $2 each at that garage sale I was telling you about. Jurassic Park 1 and 2, and Fast and the Furious 1 and 2. Or at least I think Fast and Furious is 1 and 2. It just says franchise collection. Oh yeah, it says that it has 1 and 2 on there, so yeah. I've been wanting to own both franchises on disc for a while now, but I never got around to it until just a couple days ago, surprisingly. Alright, first off, here is the Jurassic Park Collector's Edition double feature pack featuring the original Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park 2. Remember when Total Drama had that Jurassic Park parody called Big Asket Park, and Chris actually referred to Jurassic Park in the original Canadian version, but they changed it to just That Dinosaur Movie in the censored US cut? I never got why they changed that, even though that's not really like a swear word or anything like that. I mean, Big Astic Park, I guess, is okay, but they actually said that in the episode, even in the US cut. It was Jurassic Park that they changed the name, they changed it to That Dinosaur Movie. So, I wonder why they did that. I don't know, maybe copyright laws are less strict in Canada than they are in the United States, even though it was just a reference and wasn't actually showing any clips or anything like that. I don't know, it's stupid. But these are both good movies, so I honestly don't care that much. Alright, it has a nice embossed front cover, so that's super cool. Top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. And here's what we got inside. First, here is the original Jurassic Park. Complete with an insert. And the Lost World Jurassic Park 2. Here is the insert for those who wanted to see it. Alright, so here is the double feature pack featuring the original Fast and the Furious and its sequel, Too Fast, Too Furious. From top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. I guess I have to pull it up like this. Uh-oh. Looks like I got a wrong DVD by mistake. Huh. I guess I should have checked that earlier. Oh well. Guess I'll just have to get rid of this later on. This is the last of the DVDs that I purchased at that garage sale, and thankfully I wasn't screwed over when it came to it like I was with that Fast and Furious collection. Tom and Jerry's Greatest Chases. If I remember correctly, this was the first DVD release of the Tom and Jerry theatrical shorts ever put out, because it has a 2000 copyright date on the back of the case. So I believe that this is the first, because Warner Brothers started releasing their content on DVD around 1997 or 98, if I remember correctly. This DVD comes inside the snap case that was popular with Warner Brothers DVDs back in that era, with the black tab that snaps open. So it looks a little bit weird on the shelf, but you know, is what it is. Tom and Jerry's 14 Greatest Cartoons Over an Hour of Fun. Front, spine, and the back. And here is the disc. Surprisingly, not really that interesting in terms of artwork. And here is a little index listing all of the shorts that are included on here. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to make this a two-part video, so see you all in part 2.